Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another collaboration live edition of Matter of Opinion and Hold Up, Hear Me Out, though. You guys want to introduce yourselves to the crowd?
For sure, you already know. It's your boy Rex
And June.
and my co-host.
Go ahead.
Joe.
And you, Erica
Hey
P.
guys, America.
All right. So, this live was brought together because, we couldn't address or get to the topics that we wanted to get to on Friday because we dedicated that episode to Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. So, definitely appreciate you guys for making it happen tonight, for having this live. I mean, I was afraid that this thing was going to be delayed because of working and everything like that, but we got it going. So those who are joining in, definitely hit the like button and definitely subscribe to Hold Up Hear Me Out, though, and Matter of Opinion, because this is being simulcast on two different channels. So what we're going to do is we're going to put both channels in the chat area, and that link is Hold Up Hear Me Out, though, and I'll definitely put Matter of Opinion link in the chat area. And if you're tuned into this live, definitely say hi so that we could give you a shout out, because if you don't say nothing, we won't know you're in the chat area. So yeah, we can't give you a shout out, so don't be shy. Say hello and let us know you there. Let us know you up in cheer. All right, so you already see the title. Do black women protect
Sorry
black
about that
men?
feedback.
What's that?
No, go ahead. Go
And,
ahead. My fault.
oh, so yeah, everybody already see the title. Do black women protect black men? That's what we're going to be discussing today. Like, that's what we're going to lead off with. And we have more topics we're going to cover too, but that's the topic that we're going to lead off with. And what sparked this was a video that I seen on Twitter, which I'm going to share with everybody that's viewed in. And Simone, what's going on, Simone? Glad that you're here with us. All right. Let me cue up this video for you guys, because yeah, this video is interesting, man. This is what like sparked, having this start process here. Let me make sure there's the right link. Bear with me. All right, here we go.
This is the point. Like this is a big thing that we have to like kind of understand as people. We shouldn't behave and base our behavior on the way that white people views us, because that's out. That's out. It's incredibly detrimental for us to base how we move on what white people think, right? But at the same time, when we as a people, especially the women, are collectively rejoicing at the death of a black man, it kind of shows the whole rest of the world what's an acceptable way to treat our men. You understand me? This is the reason why our legends can pass away and white people and news outlets go and slander them immediately, because they know that our men are not going to have the protection of their own people to protect their legacy even after they passed away. Case in point, Kobe Bryant passed away. It was terrible, right? Terrible, shocked the world. Before the day is even over, before the news has really gotten out, we already have white women bringing up allegations against him, bringing up stuff that happened in the past that shouldn't even be talked about at this time, at a very sensitive time. We have people bringing this stuff up, and they are able to comfortably bring that kind of stuff up. They're able to talk about these things and kill our men even after they're dead, because we show them how we should be treated as a people.
All right. So y'all heard what she had to say. First off, do y'all agree with what she had to say?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
All right. So who want to give their take on it first, to what this woman said? Because I definitely agree with it.
Two ladies want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
Okay.
Ladies first.
I it's hard to discredit what she's saying. And the reason for that is it's like you see it everywhere. You see it with Kevin Samuels a couple of days ago. You
Well,
see it with
just to say
anybody.
that, just to say that, that's who she was referring to, Kevin Samuels. How people was rejoicing to his passing. That's what sparked this conversation.
Correct.
Just just for the
But that's
record.
what I was gonna say. But it's anybody though. I'm like, you basically to get the praise from everybody as a whole, you have to be a saint when you pass away. Because other than that, they're pulling out all the indiscretions. And it doesn't matter if it's the black woman, the black man, the Spanish person, the Caucasian person, it doesn't matter because that's what they flood the media with. They're going to flood your whole past in front. Even if you look at the news, when you see somebody got, let's say their life was taken away tragically on the news, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to show the most inappropriate picture of the person.
Yeah.
They're going to show them at the club or sitting with the alcohol, or like you just don't see the nice clean cut pictures. Even when you think about just pictures in general, it's like you want to put your best foot, especially on somebody's obituary, somebody's RIP. Like you want to look for the best pictures. People aren't doing it. They're just looking at whatever picture they can grab first and then running with it.
Okay. Let me chime in before you guys chime in. This is crazy because when I saw this video, right? And those who are tuned in, definitely hit that like button. We'll appreciate it. Help the channel grow. And if you're checking it out on YouTube, definitely, if you can, hop over to YouTube and check it out on YouTube so it can help that algorithm and it help the channel grow. And definitely share it on your social media platforms. So with that being said, when I watched this video, I immediately went to Google, right? And I typed in protect our black men. All you saw throughout the search was protecting our black women. It was like two things that came up for protecting black men. It was Tory Lanez, is setting up something for protecting black men, and it also said Tory Lanez agrees with the Kanye West movement for protecting black men. That was it.
Mhm.
All I saw was protecting black women. That's it. And it's true what she said, because even if you don't agree with this man, and like I said, I understand if he was a career criminal and stuff like that. Yeah, of course, throw your shade and say whatever you got to say. But that wasn't the case with this individual. That was not the case with this man. So the way that the media is seeing that women, particularly black women, are, treating a black man in death, all that paints is this is the norm. This is how they treat each other. Like it shows no type of unity whatsoever. And these are the things that make black men don't feel appreciated by their own kind. And this is why you see them dating out of the race and everything like that. And black women are getting mad. Yeah, because you're pushing them and basically on every turn showing, I don't need you. And in reality, to survive, we need each other.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing about it, too. Like, we need each other to survive, right? Marrying and stuff for love and all that stuff just makes it easier to live together. But what our ancestors had, they had the formula right. They understood we needed this two income to make sure like we're successful, make sure we, have food, have a roof over our head, yada yada. And if we love each other, that's just gonna make the living situation that much easier. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just bananas how women, like black women, are just going out their way, even in death, to show disrespect towards our black men. And yeah, we like black men don't feel like they're being protected whatsoever by our black women, but black women will always fight and say we need to be protected by our black men, and black men go out their way to protect black women. And even when they do go out their way to protect black women, It's like you said it on another live we had, June. You said, they're like, oh, I didn't ask you to do that. They feel they could fend for themselves and stuff like that. So we do go out our way to protect black women, but black women seem to not go out their way to protect us. And that's how I feel about it. Which one of you guys want to go next?
Um, it's just unfortunate, man. Because she's right. I agree. Anytime, especially when like somebody black that's famous celebrity, they pass away. One of the first things they want to do, and I've noticed that on the first day, they're gonna any type of allegations or whatever negative thing may have happened to them in the past, they're quick to bring it up. Almost always, Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Kevin, even like the list goes on. The list goes on. So it's like, but then again, here we are out in public, don't know how to act, where we're calling our women B word and saying all this egregious stuff on in the music. Hip hop culture is like highly influential right now. So that you're hearing, and then the women in turn, they're saying there's no good black men out here, so they feel there's no reason to protect us. Again, they feel like we just doing everything wrong to them. Just we talk to them a certain type of way, we treat them a certain type of way. They I see again. There's a small few, not all of them, in public. I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, I was in the grocery store getting a pack of flowers for my mom's for Mother's Day, and I'm seeing a grown man. I'm just minding my business. I was actually on a call, and here in the background, an older black gentleman arguing with a younger black woman, just cursing up a storm in public. Mind you, it's packed. It's Mother's Day. It's packed. Why? Why do all that? Why? And for the grown dude, why are you arguing with a child? Like, really? To the point she had to get loud, rambunctious, cursing and everything. It's like, come on, like, what's really going on out here? And that's the reason. It's like, what are we showing the world? Like, look, they don't even respect each other. So why should we respect them? Will slapping the ish out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. What are we showing them? What are we showing them? That's why they bash us. That's why they're quick to, first thing they do, and they're like, oh, again, they're doing it to people that can't defend themselves. You have to keep in mind, families are grieving, right? And here you are bashing these people. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get. We just gotta do better. But again, yes, we are quick to take care of black women because again it just looks messed up. Me, anyways, looks messed up just seeing a black woman getting like attacked or the case may be. Right? It's just like in our nature. We're just protected. We're protecting anything that's ours, really and truly. But like, again, black women, I'm not saying all y'all, but hey, we got to feel that same love too, man. Because if not, it's not going to work out in the long run. So we got to do better. Just overall, like, again, bashing somebody while they're dead, that's in poor taste. Terrible, it shows you have no character. Again, what are you showing the world? Hence why they treat us, look at us, and think of us a certain way. It's on us. We got to fix us first. Black men and women, we got to do better. Because I'm not just going to say it's all black women. Black men play a part too. We got to do better. 100%. So that's it.
Go ahead, June.
Well, I'll start off by saying when I was younger, this was around like maybe 13, 10 years old, around that age. There was this little girl, white girl, that was messing with my cousins. They were all friends, but she was bullying them. And then she pushed my cousin, and I'm in Canada, so I don't really speak the language they're speaking. They're speaking French. So I don't understand what's going on. I just know she pushed my cousin. I didn't like that. So I pushed on her back. And I'm older than them. I'm a few years older than them. So I pushed on her back. She scraped up her knees and she started crying. She went home across the street. She has a father who's like Roseanne's husband in the show,
Mhm.
big white man, and the mother's a little white lady. She's crying and I can see her pointing towards me. An hour go by, I'm in the backyard. This white woman, it's just me in the backyard sitting on the like balcony stairs. She
Mhm.
jumps over the fence and she's walking towards me. I knew at that time she's gonna try to harm me. She was a woman. I was a little kid. She's walking towards me. My auntie came out right at the right time. Looked at her like, wait, what are you doing in my backyard? And then she's tried to explain. She's like, get out of my backyard. And then she went, jumped back over the fence and left. That was the only time in my life. I tried to look back. I tried to look forward. That was my only time in my life where I felt protected by a black woman. I've never felt it, whether it's sisters, it doesn't matter what type of black woman you're talking about. Like, as far as close to me, I've never in my life felt protected. Never. I feel like there are times where I like helping people. I try to help them, and it's I didn't ask you for your help. You act like we're weak, like we can't do it ourselves, and it's like that's not what I was implying, but it just built a little hate in my heart where it's like, dang, I'm trying to help you, and you sitting here cussing me out, making me look stupid. I don't like that. You brought up MJ, Michael Jackson when he died. It's our people ripping him first, and then the white people, oh, wacko jacko, he's molesting kids. Even if you were not charged, like if even if you beat the allegations, they will still bring it up after your death. That you, yeah, somebody said you raped somebody said you R-word them, and then you were found innocent. They're still going to bring it up. This person did this person did that. I hate it. It disgusts me. It annoys me. I don't look for protection anymore from women in general, but black women. I feel like, that's I could have a black daughter. So I feel like black women and black men were for each other. But I don't feel the protection. It sucks, but that's just the reality. I do not feel protected by black women. I feel like, matter of fact, I feel like black women actually harm us. I have a sister who would be telling, you know, her coworkers certain things, right? And they're white. She'll say certain things about black guys, and then she'll say, "Well, I tell them my brothers are different." For me, it's like, okay, this white person does not know your brother. This white person is going to repeat all the negative you said about black men to their kids, to whomever will listen. And now, when they run into me, brother or not, they're going to treat me, my kids, my cousins, my family, my everything a different way. So I feel like they do the opposite. And once again, we're not saying all black women. I'm saying that selected few, they do worse than protect. They're actually harming us, and that's how I feel like they're harming us. Stephen Jackson said black women are the biggest enemies to black men. Granted, I think we're the biggest enemies to ourselves, but after that, I do believe it's a black woman. I feel like they are they are the biggest threat to us because we look at them like, like you're mine, and that's not how I work out.
See,
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but I have to look at it differently. Think about it. I'm the only black woman on this program right now, so
Mhm.
I feel like it's almost a double standard. And the reason I feel like it's almost a double standard is because black women look at black men. Yes, we look at you guys to protect and to provide. But
Mhm.
then you have a history of black men that are disrespecting women, that are not protecting women, that are neglecting women. So it's like you have that stigma too. So it's like the ones that are always in your corner and on your back are the ones that you treat the worst. So at what point do black men treat black women the way that they want to be protected? Yes, categorically, women want to be protected. Black, white, Spanish, it doesn't matter. But if black women are always the ones that are getting penalized and pushed over, and you sit to the side and maybe we'll pick you later on in life, how does that translate? Because that's why you have a lot of people that are hitting back at the guys going, well, look, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to allow you to lead because maybe the people that were there to protect and to lead them just weren't doing a good job doing it.
But
This is the. I'll let you. You can speak to June, but this is where I got to like give pushback because yes, I can understand those things, but even when that woman come across a guy who doesn't show that and he actually shows like, yo, I'm down for you and I'm trying to trying to show like treat you right and all of this stuff, that same woman still treat that man with that same vitriol and disrespect.
Correct.
And
And the
you
reason
know,
they do that is because sometimes they don't know what a good male role model is. If you don't have a good role model, how are you supposed to tell the difference? They don't know if the other shoe is going to drop or not.
I think these women know the difference, but the difference is they're looking constantly looking for that negativity. So if you go into the situation already having a negative thought in your mind and like, oh, this guy is too good or whatever or something like that, something got like you're constantly looking for the negative. So I hear you, but I think a lot of people play oblivious to try to like try and act like they're oblivious or don't know better. But I think they know better. That's just my opinion.
You have to look at that individual. And the reason I'm saying the individual at this point, not just black women, because you got to think about it. Not everybody grew up in a two-parent household with a supportive dad. You also have women that are categorically broken, and it's not in regards to their fault sometimes.
Mhm.
It's basically what they know. If grandma and mommy raised you, may not know what that good man is supposed to do, especially if you have not seen it. You have 20, 30-year-old women where all they see is the female role model in their life. And if the female role model in their life is telling them, "Look, I make the money so I could be the boss," do you not think that's going to translate down to her and her the way her attitude is going to be? Because those are the women that are telling you, "Go get your education. You don't need the man," and all of that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're being programmed into, and you don't go seek to go get the help yourself to start, working on your internal self to start going, "Hey, I want a man that is supportive. I want a man that's going to be a protector and a provider who doesn't disrespect me." But what are you gravitating to? Are you gravitating to the dude on the street because you think, "Hey, this dude's life is interesting"? Or are you dating the person who got the 9 to 5 and not the six-figure job? It's too many different things that's out there. You got women that want security. You have a lot of women, that go on shows and on these platforms going, "I want a high earner." And it's like, okay, you want this high earner, and it may be 2 or 3% of the population. But what about the plumber? And what about the electrician? That's right there in your face, but you don't know how to talk to them. You don't know how to treat them because you're not looking at them as your equal. You're looking at them as they're beneath you.
But here's my thing. What does that have to essentially do with doing what's morally right as to protecting our black men? Meaning, I could be walking down the street and I'm seeing a woman being attacked by a guy, and I'm going to do my diligence to be like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you attacking this guy? But on the flip side, if you see a woman attacking a man, you're just going to walk by, oh, he's a man. He could take it and keep it pushing. So I hear everything you're saying, but what about the more doing what's morally right? I don't feel women take that initiative to protect men because it's like, oh, he's a man, he's masculine, whatever, so he should be able to do this. But then on the flip side, as a woman, you like, why not the thought process come to mind that, okay, this man is a gentleman. He clearly can't defend this woman. So let me step in and save him from this harassment that this woman is doing. So it's about what's morally right to protect us. Where
Correct.
is that? Where
But
is that?
you got to think about it. Unfortunately, women's roles are not the protectors or the providers. So because they're not the protector or the provider, if they see something is happening, a lot of times they may feel that they're weaker than the man that is getting harmed. So then it's like, well, how do I protect you in that case? Are you in an area where I'm gonna call the cops and they're gonna show up? Because that dictates, a situation too. If I'm in an urban area, I may call 911 to come help you, but it may take them 40 minutes to come to you. So it may look like I didn't do anything, But on the flip side is no, I'm not standing here for this person to well on you, and then I'm gonna go step in, and then guess what? I'm injured in the process too. Because women are not inclined to go step in and get in the middle. They may start screaming or, screaming for help. That kind of stuff is one thing, but screaming for help and going over there and physically doing something is completely different.
See,
If
this is
I'm
where I
not
got
trained in boxing or, or taekwondo or any of this stuff, even taking a self-defense class, no, I'm not going to go step in and do something where I'm 5'2" and the person is getting well done is 6 feet tall. That's just not something that I'm about to go do.
number one. I disagree because I believe women are protectors. Because let that had been that woman's son or something, she would have jumped in and all them thoughts would have went out the window. Now I get the dynamic of that is your child, so to speak, but that just goes to show that women are protectors. That's number one.
Correct, for their
Number
children,
two,
but not
no,
for an
listen,
outside
listen.
person.
I understand that, but number two, with that dynamic that you said, that's the approach of how a lot of black women will take it. But I promise you, if that was a white woman or something like that that was around and saw me getting harassed or something, they would be quick to want to jump to my rescue or at least be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Or let me call the cops and yada yada yada. So why is it that I feel that I can get the protection from outside as opposed to inside?
Wait,
But
wait, Erica, before you answer, please let me
yeah,
just piggyback off of Walls.
Go
Cause
ahead.
I dated I dated a white girl for a little bit of time, and she would always say, like, she was hot headed, where she's like, "No, if somebody is assaulting you, I have to jump in." She's like, "That's how I am with my boyfriends," and I'm like, "No," I'm like, I'm gonna have to pay attention to you now. Like, let's say I'm in a dispute with someone, and you're trying to jump in, thinking I need your help. I'm like, she would not let it go. She's like, no, I will. She's like, I'm gonna have to jump in. She's like, no. She's like, if your friend's getting beat up, won't you jump in? I'm like, yeah, but she's like, if I see you need it, I'm jumping in. I didn't want it, but she felt like, no, I'm jumping in. She's like, no, I'm jumping in. And it's like,
and I can piggyback too with dating white women. It's like when it comes to coming to my protection or something for any little thing, they're on it without no questions asked. So that's
Correct,
what
but
I'm
I got
saying.
you on though.
Uh-huh.
That may be them, and I guarantee they probably weren't from the hood. When you
Sure.
have, well, I'm not saying everybody's not, but when you start thinking that when they jump in, I don't know. I feel like on the opposite side of being in a relationship and trying to jump in previously, I got the now I have to pay attention to you. So because they had to pay attention to me, it made the circumstance worse. So that's what I'm saying. If you've gone through that circumstance, yes, you're not doing it again. It's all right, let me dial, like hands down, I'll dial 911, I'll dial, whoever I need to dial, which is the go-to at this point. I'm not jumping into nothing. Because my thing is if you're already getting hurt, what do you think that woman is going to do? It's going to be worse.
No, we're talking about if you're getting hurt from a woman. We're not talking about if a man is hurting. We're talking about a woman is attacking a man.
Oh, that's a
Of
little
of
different then.
that
Sorry.
that's
I
what I
assume
said. No,
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
say a
I took
man.
it wrong.
I said a woman.
Okay,
If a
so
white
no, if a woman is yeah, because in my head I don't want a man to hit a woman. So yes, in that
that
case,
that
sorry.
that's
Yes,
why
in
I
that
said
case, yes. I'm
you
sorry.
didn't hear what I said from the beginning.
No, it cut out on me.
I said like this. If a man is if a man see a woman is being harassed or something by a man, that man is going to step in to protect her. But if a woman see a man is hitting a man, why not the if a woman is hitting a man, why not the quick reaction be, "Oh my god, he's not hitting her back. That's a gentleman or something. Let me step in and
Oh
protect
yeah,
him."
then
Or
sorry about
yeah,
that. Like I said,
what I'm
I
saying
didn't hear the full thing. So
what I'm
yeah.
saying is I would see white women or women of other ethnicities quick to jump in before a sister would. So that's why
See,
I'm saying men feel like black women don't protect us.
well, see, and I think when I listened to the circumstance, I thought you were talking a man hitting a man. So that's why I was like, no, I'm smaller. I don't
Okay.
see me coming in. But yes, look, I'm not gonna lie. I was raised in the hood. No, you go if you see your friend go get hurt and you see it's a girl, then no, you gonna go step in. You be the friend, you be the little sister. It don't matter. We all about to go in there and fight together. Like I said, I thought you were saying a different dynamic. So no, that is completely different. I'm gonna have to go out there now. I'm be a little upset if they pulled out a switchblade or something else. That is, they play a little dirty. It might be a little different, but you might have to shoot the fade on that one. Because if you going over there and the guy is not attacking, then yeah, that's something completely different. Now, if
I
it's a
think,
stranger, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know
yeah,
if it's a stranger or not, because that one is something completely different. It has to be somebody that I
But
physically
why not?
know,
for,
because you
For,
don't know what you're stepping into. And a
okay,
lot
from
of
what I
times
with that.
you may go in being, let me go Captain Save them, and then that chick back in the same situation. Or that dude is back in the same situation. It's one thing if it's your brother, your uncles, your cousins. Yeah, you gonna ride for family. I'm not always riding for a stranger
And
because you
see,
don't know what those people are capable of.
that's the difference. A black man can see a woman, a stranger, without like knowing them from a can of paint. If that woman is being harassed by that man or abused or whatever, we don't care. We like
most
it's
times,
morally,
most
it's yeah, most times, but it's morally correct to step in and be like, "Yo, what you doing? Like, why
Well,
are you hitting her like that?"
you know what though? My wife, like, I'm someone who wants to jump in if someone's in distress. She doesn't want that. Where it's like, yo, what if somebody pull out a gun, kill you? We're gonna lose you because you went and helped a situation where she may have been mouthing off at the dude, and you're trying to break it up. Now he shoots you, and it's like I lose you because you was trying to help. She's like, she's not with that at all. She feel like if you're a stranger, call the cops. Just mind your business. But if it's someone you love, you care about, jump in. But other than that, no. You gotta let she does not want to lose me because I'm trying to help somebody. And I never understood it when we were dating. I understood it after. I'm like, okay, I get it. Because that's for life. Like, that's what it's supposed to be for life. So it's like, I'm gonna lose you because you're helping a woman who may have needed it or a man who may have instigated it.
But
So
see, that's where I think the problem is, though, man, because you would never go in a white neighborhood if you starting to cause some trouble. You know to stop because they're like it's about to go down where they're going to confront you. Cops are going to get involved in the whole nine. So you know not to. So they protect their community, and we don't have that. And I think that's the problem.
But you have to think about why, though. A lot of our community, being Black people, don't trust the cops. So if that's how you grew up without trusting the law enforcement that is supposed to come help protect you in those circumstances, how do you fix it?
We patrol our own communities. That's how it
But
used to be.
but you don't at the moment. You
And
don't.
and what I'm
Think
saying
about
is
it.
and
The
what I'm saying is
DDs, aka drug dealers, run the streets more than anybody else for
But what
protection
I'm
will at this
saying
point.
is that's the problem. Because if you step up and start looking to clean the community, so to speak, then But we're kind of going sidetracking from the underlining conversation, so to speak. But still, that's the problem, is because people are thinking for self instead of doing what's morally right.
But you have to think for self at times. And the reason for that is you do not know what these people have on them. And at the end of the day, you want to get home to your loved ones. So, like I said, yes, call the cops and keep it moving, because at the end of the day, I still got to make sure that still being able to get to my kids at the end of the day. You don't know. I'm gonna throw myself out there. When I was in college, I stopped a domestic situation. My roommate, her boyfriend at the time, was kicking her butt. I came into the room not knowing what was going on, and I went and stopped it. Do you not understand? I like as short as I am, but I was a little chubby. I pushed him out of the room, locked him out the room. I couldn't get him out the full apartment, but I was able to get him out the room. This boy almost broke the door down. Like literally, you look at the hinges, they was hanging. Do you not understand this chick was still with him? After
mm,
I kicked him out of the dorm room, after I called campus police to get rid of this guy, like I
you see the
lived that situation. So if you trying to help and you don't see that the help is going anywhere, it is the most irritating feeling in the
mm,
world.
No, I get that
uh,
100%, but the fact that you tried to help, that's what should matter. You get what I'm
Correct. But when
saying?
you help that one time and it goes nowhere, do you think it's going to translate to keep helping? It's only
Okay,
so many times you're going to kick somebody's back in to think they're I'm gonna go help going forward. No, this
but check.
dude was drunk, but guess what? I didn't know if he had a weapon, and it didn't dawn on me that he could have had a weapon. I
I
didn't
get that.
know.
I
And you
get
got
that.
people that's going and killing people after you helping a friend.
I
I don't
get
want
that.
them to come back knowing where I live at, and you coming and putting a bullet in my head or you stabbing me.
I get that aspect. I get that 100%. But we're not even going to the measure of calling 911 to even try and help.
I said to call 911 though. Like I said
No,
that's
I
something
I
that I would
I
go and
know you
do.
said that, but what I'm saying is black women aren't even going that extra measure of even trying to call 911 to call help if they see a black man being harassed or something like that.
But what I was going to say about that was it. I've noticed it depends on certain situations. Meaning, so in the case of what I noticed with black women, if it's one of the home girls, even a female that's a stranger they don't know, they will try their best to, you know, go to that person's aid. If it's a loved one, let's say like children, regardless of whether stranger or like their own, same thing. They will do everything in their power to, you know, go to their aid, call police, verbally assault them, whatever, even try hitting them, you know, depending. If it's depend like some of them, depending on their boyfriends, husbands, they might, you know what I mean, verbal
Mhm.
lashing. Some might even get brave enough and throw down. But let's say it's let's say it's a black man, a stranger, 9 times out of 10, they ain't really doing nothing, really and truly. Maybe call the police, and that's a maybe. And the only reason why they don't want to call the police because know they already know how we feel about the police. Really and truly, we try not to get involved in it. So, and they know that they themselves don't really want to get into all that either with all that questioning. So it's like, and that's sad because it's like, damn. But if my life's on the line, though, right? It's like,
Mhm.
shoot, like I get it, but you know what I mean? Like if you see that police is needed, call them. You know what I mean?
Because
Like if I'm a stranger, I don't need to be your boyfriend or a loved one for you to call them. Like even if I'm a stranger, like I mean, damn, act like I am your brother, your son, your you know your boyfriend. Like damn, you know what I mean? You want us off rip to stop anything and anyone that's gonna come after you, no matter what, right?
let's put yourself in
Damn, at
that
least call
position.
police.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not saying
put
put
yourself
hands
in
on
that.
them. Yeah, I'm not saying put yourself in danger, but damn, call police. You can't even call police.
and
Crazy,
and
man.
I hate to hear that excuse because those same people
Same.
who be like, no, I don't know if you don't like the police or whatever. I guarantee you, those same people, if an emergency situation happened to their loved ones or whatever the case may be, they'll call 911 in a
I say the
heartbeat.
same thing. I say the
You get what I'm
same
saying?
thing, and
So, I to me,
it's
I can't respect that excuse that people saying it's picking and choosing
me
not
too.
to
But
do it
it's.
because
I'm just saying it's that's sadly that's
yeah,
like the reality of it, right? Because it's
hmm
like now it can police get involved. Sometimes it goes left. Shoot, I mean they out here killing us. So really and truly, you know what I'm saying. But that's like extreme. But again, that's a reality as well. So that's the reason why me too. I hate hearing it too because I say the same thing. If you on the sidewalk, bleeding out, please believe you call police. You
yeah,
want paramedics, you want the
hmm
whole nine to
yeah,
show up. So you don't miss me with that BS, or God forbid, a family member or whoever gets kidnapped, or you call
hmm
police. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
let's be for real here.
That
So
that that that's all where that's all like I'm pretty much asking. It's like, yo, just like yo, call 911 if you see something going on. Like you don't gotta go play Captain Save a dude or something like that. At least do something. You get what I'm saying? Like something is better than nothing because, like I said, black men don't feel protect like unless it's your wifey or something like that. I don't feel like if I'm, in an area and something's happening to me and black women are around, I feel like I have a less chance of pulling through because I don't feel they're gonna go out their way to, you know, help me. Um, Simone said, "I am 100 mil percent going in on a nick on an N or a chick if my husband needs it. I don't care. So I don't know these other black women you guys speak of. No, I totally agree. If it's your spouse, your child, or somebody family member, yes, I agree. You're gonna go out your way. But we're talking about you walking down the street and you see a stranger you don't know from a can of paint, and a woman is just attacking him and he's trying to defend himself, trying to walk away, stuff like that. That's what we're talking about, protecting that person. Family members and stuff, that's a given. You know, it is what it
Yeah.
is. Like I understand women like a woman, or a guy gets credit, like, oh, he's doing his job as a dad, or oh, look at that. Like, no, that's your job. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's your
Yeah.
job to be a good dad. That's your job to be a good mother. Granted, I understand, there's Mother Day, Father's Day to show appreciation and everything like that. But at the end of the day, like, that's your job. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're,
So, yeah, so I
but
get that 100.
but
What
that's
did you
the
say?
thing, right? No, that's the thing though. Because it's seen as our job. It's like, yeah, why would what? It's like it's expected. So it's like, well, why do we need to throw accolades or whatever? Like, sure, like any of appreciation. It's like, yo, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So you know what I mean? It's sad that you're right, because I'm not expecting like, oh, good job, here's a plaque for providing, protecting. It's like, no, like I know, like that's what I'm here for. Every man, that's what we're here for. Like,
Yeah, facts.
whether we like it or not. Now, if you choose not to do it, that's a different story. But
I think
instinctively, we know that's what we're supposed to be doing
I think it's
as
because
men.
it was a lot of bashing, like, oh, black guys aren't good fathers, they're not good this, that. I think it's just reverse talk where it's more like, you know what, start giving them some flowers because we kicking them down. I think that's what it is. It's like, okay, he's spending time with his kid, he's a good dad. It's just because we were getting trashed so bad. It's like, oh, there's no good black fathers, and it's like that sounded terrible. I know we shouldn't be awarding somebody for doing their job, but at the end of the day, at least give them some flowers, because they make it seem like every black guy is a bad father. That's how I was feeling before I became a father. It's like, damn, none of us are good. So when I
Word.
started hearing like, oh, he takes his kids to I felt a little happy. I'm like, good. At least you're saying positives and not just bashing him. So
No, I get it. No, I get it. It's kind of like I saw this video on TikTok where this woman was giving this guy like her TikTok video is basically her cooking and her handing the guy a plate and he's like, "Thanks, babe." And then when I went
Oh,
in the comment section, people
oh,
are
so
like, "Oh my god, that's a keeper." This, that, and the third, and it's like, dude, that's basically like what a woman should be doing for her husband or her man. You get what I'm saying? Like,
plus they're adults. Like they need
you get
they
what I'm
need to eat
yeah,
to survive.
so it's like
Like,
like
why
that's what I'm
should
saying.
like
So it's like I understand, like don't get me wrong, I understand, you saying, oh, you like you say the appreciation and compliments and stuff like that, but it's to the point now, it's um doing those things are uh like I don't know, like a huge accomplishment or something like that. And don't get me
yeah.
wrong, it is, but that's what you're supposed to do. It's like if I'm supposed to wake up and go to work every morning and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that's being an adult. It's not, yeah, he's going to work and yada yada, blah, like, no, that's what I should be doing. So why should it be such an extravagant reward? Now, if it was a person, of course, who never like was a low life and did nothing, then yeah, I could see it. But at the end of the day, it's still like, dude, now you're being an adult.
yeah, but
Right, but you got to think about it on the flip side too.
Mhm.
You have a category of men who sometimes do the bare minimum too. So it's like you got the ones be like, "Yo, I appreciate you," but then you got the ones that do the bare minimum and they want you to jump for joy when they do the bare minimum.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not okay either, though. You
Of
telling me
course,
I
I
got the
understand.
kid 90% of the time, you take this kid out for 5% of the time, and you want me to jump through hoops? That is a problem sometimes.
Oh no, I get it 100%. You got some dudes who do need a kick in the butt. You get what I'm saying? So I get that 100%. Not at all. Like I'm not I'm not saying women or men don't, bust their butt as far as parroting and everything like that. But I'm just like, that is something that we should be doing.
Correct.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's something that we should be doing. But people will throw it in like such high accolades because you have so many people not doing what they're supposed to doing. You get what I'm saying? Like you got so
Which
many
and that's
people
what I
that
was
are
gonna say.
bad
You
parents
you
and stuff
definitely
like
got
that.
that disconnect. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
where do you find the balance at with that too? It's like, yo, you got some really great moms and you got some really great dads, and then you got sucky ones on both sides. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, where do you meet in the middle so y'all could do better?
The way it should be is good parenting is the norm, and the ones who's not, just like, yo, what the heck is wrong with you? Like that should be the one that should be ostracized. Like that's what
Mhm.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say
But
or
that's
whatever.
not what you're seeing though. To like, and I'm not saying this to be funny. The ones on social media, big up in the normal, basic, bringing people a plate or sitting down and doing homework with the kids. I don't feel like those are the ones that should be getting the great praise for doing what they should be doing every day.
No, but
Facts.
It, it, it's
praising them, wait, praising them
go ahead, Joe.
on a social level is good just because you want some guys to hear like, oh, like the ones who may get encouraged by the words, because there are people words may encourage them, so they may hear like, oh, she's not bashing him, she's actually applauding him for doing something so little, so it may encourage some. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think you should be telling him at home, you're great for spending 5 minutes with your son or daughter. That's crazy. But for the world, let other guys hear it because it was discouraging. I'm just saying, for me, it was discouraging hearing all of the negatives. But I want to say to Simone real quick. The reason I'm not trying to say I feel white women. I don't know. I don't know if they protect more than black women. I'm just saying my experience with that one white woman was she, she just wanted to protect in that sense. And for me, I didn't want it because I felt like it would mess me up. So I could understand why y'all may not help, but she definitely did help. That was 1 out of 1, and she helped. I know other black women that nah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Nah, I'm not helping somebody I don't know. And it's like,
It's sad, though.
Ooh.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Ooh, thank you.
Yes.
My allergies is kicking my butt. But yeah. But yeah, man. I think a lot of black men feel like black women aren't protecting them, and I get it. I understand a lot of black women feel black men aren't protecting them, and there is a lot of black men that aren't protecting women, definitely. But I would say on a scale as far as who's protecting who more, I feel black men protect black women more than black women protect black men more. So what do y'all take on that?
I think it should
Like,
be that though. I think
no, I do. I do think so. I do think so. I agree with you on that part. But go on.
no, that was it. Because
Oh, okay.
Erica looked like she about to jump through the screen.
No. I was going to say the same thing. I don't see women as being protectors when it comes to men per se. Like, yes, as their husband, their those types of people, yes. Their immediate family, yes. I don't see where I'm jumping in to just protect the random stranger. So I will say yes, as a black woman, I'm not protecting somebody that's not my own.
Before you go, Rex, what I'll say is then we need to stop this talk about double standard and stuff like this because life is full of double standards. Like it is
Facts.
what it is. Like
Agreed.
like
So,
like
like, yeah,
like
that,
in love, if it's double standards, because
yeah.
I agree. Go
But
ahead,
Listen,
Rex.
what I will
Wait,
say
wait,
is
wait,
I'll
wait.
go ahead and call the cops going
Let
forward.
Rex say. Oh, sorry.
I
You was
was still
continuing to
talking.
my bad. Jeez, my bad.
But yes, going forward, I'm gonna take your advice. I will call the cops going forward. So yes, I will do my
appreciate.
small part in this. So I'm not just jumping in the car and driving off. I'm gonna make sure I call the cop. Yo, it happened on 11th Avenue and 22nd Street. Okay, but
And
I'm not gonna be there when you get there. But I'm gonna go
We,
ahead and
we,
call
we
for you.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. And no, that's I was just piggybacking from what you guys are saying. It's I agree. If black women, if you can again, this is for the ones that don't do it. I'm not talking to the ones that do. So Sloan, I know you about to jump in there. I'm just you excluded from this. I'm just saying, for those of you that don't, don't be afraid. I know we don't like them, but that's okay. You're doing you're doing your part and trying to make sure that this whatever black men, whatever the situation may be, hopefully it doesn't go completely left, and you're just calling the authorities just to make sure nothing crazy happens. Just as something as small as that, call police. Hell, I mean, y'all real good with the verbal lashing. Give them a little bit of some of that. Shoo, that'd be good too. I'm okay with it. Sure, I know you can't throw hands, but I don't mind you giving them the verbal lashing of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's what's really
you
good.
right.
I'll take it physical.
Women are good. Women are good at the
Yeah,
verbal lashing.
yeah, especially if it's a chick, if it's a chick getting at me, I can't do nothing to the chick. Yo, hand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please let her know what's good.
I
Please.
like what Simone said. She said I was in Target the other day and saw this black man being harassed by a white lady like he was stealing. So when I saw her calling security, I stood there because I know he didn't do anything, and I was waiting to see what she was gonna say. When she saw me standing there, she let it go. Facts. You do get situations like that. You definitely do get
Mhm.
situations like that, unfortunately. But yeah, like
That
trust, like I
protection.
get it. Like I said, there are women that do it, but like it seems so small, or it seemed like a lot of black men don't experience that,
Mhm.
like on a daily basis, so to speak. So it seems like the numbers are small as far as like black women protecting them. But don't get me wrong, there are black women that will protect men and step in and jump in and everything like that. But through my anecdotal experience, I seen more white people come to my rescue if something is going on than a black person would. Like black people are the type, like, if something's about to happen to you, they talk amongst themselves like, yo, he's about to get knocked out by that dude.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whereas the white folks would be like, oh my God, look out, he's gonna hit you, stuff like that. So like
yeah,
it's the cult, like the culture teaches you to mind your business,
but that depends.
unfortunately.
Because when
Uh-huh.
you say white women are quick or white people are quick to come to your defense, that depends. Because they won't do all that if they in the hood, you in the hood. They won't do that. If they're passing by in the hood, they're not doing that because they know in the back of their mind, they know this could get ugly like really fast. Like Goonie Googles are gonna come around the corner. We don't got time for that. It's gonna be pew pew hour. No, I'm good. So so they out of here. Like Thomas, let's get out of here. Come on, let's go.
I mean, if
You know
you're
what I'm
like
saying?
in,
So
if you're like in Chicago or something, yeah, I could get it. But like if you're in, I can't even say Manhattan because everything is so fast paced or whatever. But if you're in a
mhm.
mixed area, yeah, I don't know. If you're in a mixed area, it's different, man.
That's what
It's
I'm saying.
different.
It depends. It depends.
I
It
got you.
depends where.
I got you.
So yeah, that's call them anyway. Shoot,
I got you.
call them. Call
And
the boys.
Tanisha Sajay said, Tanisha Sajay said, were you in a position for that white woman to protect you? Um, if that question was to me, yeah, I was in a position where the white woman was to protect me. Like, for instance, we was at the movie theater and somebody was giving me attitude and she stepped in like, oh hell no. Like she stepped in and gave a tongue lashing and everything and protected me. So I didn't have
So
to
that's
do a
good,
damn
man.
thing or get disrespectful to that woman because she did it for me. So
With
yeah.
I wasn't. We were in a situation like it, but it was me standing up for someone. And when she wanted to get involved, and it was like, no, back up. She's like, but you're sticking up for your boy, and it's like, yeah. She's like, what if they hurt you? And it's like, so she didn't have to jump in, but she was trying to. She's from the hood, so she's like that, where it looked like she's ready for that at all times.
Mm,
So it
got
could
you.
have been the individual. Who knows?
Those who are in the viewing this live, definitely click that like button. Don't forget to click that like button. All right, we're gonna switch gears to this next tab. And Rex, you provided the link to this video, so we're gonna check out the content, and we're gonna comment on it or give our thoughts on it.
All right,
So
bet.
here we go.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Part 1. The same way that men go through their kind of hoe phase, like their cheating phase, where they just don't know how to be faithful. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. That like that little phase that they go through normally when they're young, but some of y'all old motherfuckers go through it too. I don't know. We have that phase too. But ours is so much worse. Because we're going through our phase secretly. You can go through a whole relationship with a woman thinking that she never ever cheated on you. And the whole time she was. Because when we do it, we put more effort into hiding it. You'll never find out unless we want you to. If you find out that a woman's cheating, she wanted you to know. That's why I can't stand behind the whole men ain't shit thing. Because men and women go through that ain't shit phase. Shit that female.
Mm. All right. So, what are y'all thoughts on that?
I'm gonna start y'all off. I got you. Y'all do realize women cheat better than men, hands down, hands down. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna throw myself off the bridge, but if she told you she was cheating, it's because one, you was either out there being reckless and she'd have found out about it and she hurting your feelings, or two, she don't want to be in that relationship no more. So if she don't want to be in that relationship, she gonna air out all her dirty laundry because she
See,
like to heck with it anyway. I ain't in it. I got one foot in the door and one foot out, and it's like, do I just need to mosey on that other foot, or are you gonna try to do something to keep me to stay? That's basically what it is.
I don't think it's necessarily that women are better cheaters, so to speak. I just think two things. Women have more of a convenience and access to cheating because they could add whatever stipulations they want and the man is going to take it because like I said, women think men get sex on a regular and men aren't. So whatever stipulation you're going to add and say, yo, I got a man, but we can do XYZ. I can see you once a month over here, this, that, and the third. That dude is going to be like, all right, I'll capitulate to whatever stipulations that you have as long as I'm getting the buns. And the second thing is the average dude, unless you have a dude that's like the jealous type or whatever, the average dude isn't worrying about if you're cheating. They're worried about, working, paying these bills, keeping a roof over their head, making sure the family is good. So they're not even worried about cheating or what you're doing, trying to go through your phone, yada, yada. That's women that a lot of times play investigator. And third thing I will say is for men, if they're gonna cheat, they're gonna take what they can get as far as cheating. So if it's the girl like next door or to next town, like whatever, if they can get it, they're gonna get it and just take that risk. So I don't think it's a case of better at cheating. It's the fact that you have better access to cheating than a man do. A woman will always have more options when it comes to sex than a man will. And whatever rules you apply to it, that man will abide by it. So
Correct.
that's
And
why I
then you
think
also
so
have to
that's
think about cheating is not always just a female going out there smashing. You have to think about the emotional cheating. You got to think about, hey, if you decide cheating for you is her going out to dinner with somebody else. So you have to look at what those stipulations are for cheating for that particular couple too.
See, but the thing that women don't realize is even though it's an emotional cheating and you're getting with that, like you're cheating with that dude or whatever, you may get some dudes who may be like, I bet we're gonna switch over, like I'll wife you. But a lot of them are like, this is what you're doing to this dude, and you think I'm gonna wife you. So even if they do wife you, they're cheating on you because they already don't take you serious because of what you did to the last dude. So they're in their mind, they're like, what you did to the last dude, you think I'm gonna take
Mhm.
you wholeheartedly and think you're faithful to me? F
Mhm.
out of here. So while you're emotionally attached to him, he's doing you dirty. So at the end of the day, it's like you're losing. Go ahead, Rex and
Hey,
June.
uh,
Nah, hold on, Simone. I don't think it's men are sloppy at cheating. It's the fact that they don't have options like women think men have options when it comes to cheating and they really don't. So they take what they can and just hope. They live by the wish factor. Like I wish she don't find out or I wish she don't I don't get caught.
And
So
and that's the
that's
That's the other thing too. Y'all still got to figure out the person you cheating with too. Sometimes them chicks don't know how to play their role. So that's
Yeah,
how
but
y'all get sloppy with it because
no,
you
it's
didn't school the person not to say nothing to the wife, to the girlfriend, to the
yeah,
living partner because
but
they think they gonna blow up the dude's life, and then one or two things gonna happen with that too. Either his partner gonna stay with him, and you're gonna kick this chick to the curb because she was being a dummy, or your chick gonna kick you to the curb, and then the chick that then blew up your life thinking you about to go to her, and then guess what? You done left her too because she done blew
see,
up your
see,
life.
but that's not how it usually works because a woman can say, "I have a man, but I'm willing to smash," and a dude is gonna say yes. If she asks 10 dudes, right, you're gonna get a good portion that's gonna say yes. But if a regular chick can say, "I got a man, but I'm willing to smash," and you're gonna get dudes that are gonna be with it and keep it secret. But then if you have a dude that's average looking and he says, "I'm in a relationship, do you want to smash?" If he asks 100 chicks, maybe two, if that, will be okay with it. So we're talking about two different forms of what's the word I'm looking for? Two different forms of access to cheating. Women will always have better results.
With cheating?
Yeah. Well, like as far as like if because she said that men are dumb cheaters, and I'm like, no, it's just the fact that women can say, "Hey, I got a man, but we got to keep this under wraps, and I can only see you once a month." You get what I'm saying? The dude will be for it, but if a dude is like, "I got a girl, and we could do this," not too many women are gonna be beat for that. Yeah, you may get some, unless you're like a celebrity or something, but we're talking about the average guy and the average woman working, a 9 to 5, making 30 to 40K a year.
But Walls, is going on a date cheating to you?
Going on a date,
Yeah.
um, if you're spending bread and you're in a relationship, yeah, I would say yes. Well, here's the thing. If you're going on a date, I don't know. It depends to that individual.
All right.
It depends on how your significant other views it. But if you're going on a date and you're spending bread on this chick as far as to court her, yes, you're cheating.
Then here's the thing. I think out of 10 women, if you say, yo, I just want to take you out to a fancy restaurant to eat and blah, 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 I think a lot of them going to cheat. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them's going to take that dinner.
But I got you on though. You have some people who will tell your spouse, "Yo, so and so just hit me up to take me out to dinner. You want me to go?" Because if I can have an open conversation with my spouse and he be like, "Go ahead and go and bring me my doggy bag," that's something completely different. That ain't a date at that point. That's just spending somebody else's money.
And
Well,
cheating is when you get the buns or you get the D. That's to me that's cheating.
but that's
All
for
that.
us.
Yeah.
Because
No. Yeah, that's true. That's for us. That's how we view it as men.
no, cause I'm saying if we get in the buns, I feel like we're getting something out of it. I don't. Yes, she's getting sex, but I think we're really getting something out of it. That's why I'm saying if I'm taking her to eat, she's getting something. Yeah, I'm eating also, but she's really getting something out of that. But
100%.
that's say
I agree, June. It's like because yeah, she getting out of it, but she's getting a free meal. She ain't coming out of pocket. You coming out of pocket, so
Yeah, but
she's
my
betting a
thing
good meal
is,
for
it
you.
is going out to dinner and your spouse is home with the kids, knowing that you're going out to dinner cheating though.
to me that's
Because
cheating for me.
if you told me that's what you're doing, is it cheating though? Because you have to think about it. Like I know not everybody's, relationships where you have guys with female friends and you have the girl with dude friends. Everybody don't have the dynamics. Like, some couples, no, they deaded that situation. But you have other couples who still have, that friend that they've been friends with for 20 or 30 years. We done
Well,
went
you're
through
saying friend.
kindergarten all the way up.
You're saying
So
friend. I'm saying like let's say a coworker. You never like you don't really you're not friends like that. And the coworker says like, yo, let me take you to dinner.
see, I'm gonna throw myself out there. I worked in banking, so we used to go on team events. So it's a difference if it's like one coworker taking you
That's
out.
yeah.
But we went on like team events where it's like 10, 12 people. If it's 10, 12 people going out, that's something completely
No,
different.
no, I'm talking about you and just that person. That's it. that person's intentions is to court you.
Yeah, but how do you know? Maybe that person taking me to dinner because he don't drive, and I took him home because it was on my way home from work.
See,
You got circumstances like that too,
for
though.
me it ain't gonna happen. Cause I know I've been on those dates on the other end, and it's like, no, that's bad because that person's trying to get cheeks. Depending on what you're sipping on, depending on how the mood go, yes, I'm going to try to get cheeks. So it's like,
But now, but that's the flip side, though. Like that's why I said cheating for everybody is different.
different?
I'm a
Fact.
nice person, and if I'm driving and I see you catching a bus at 9 o'clock at night, and we work together, and I'm going past your house, I might tell you, "Yo, it's raining out. Just get in the car, and I'll go drop you off if I live 6 blocks away." That's not me trying to smash you. That's not me trying to court you. That's me making sure it's 9 o'clock at night. We don't get off until that time. You standing out there in the freezing cold. Get your butt in this car. You live 7 blocks up the road and keep it moving. Now, if it was, hey, I'm gonna give you some gas money or I'm gonna take you out to eat, that's something different. Because I'm not looking at you to date you. I'm looking at you paying me my gas money for taking you up the street.
Nah, if listen, if let's say your wifey, or I'm saying let's say a wife allows like her husband to go like on a date with whoever, like let's say a female coworker, whatever, and he tells her, right? She's cool with it. In my opinion, in the back of the female or the wife's mind, she probably knows like he wasn't really a ladies man like that. He wasn't really pulling chicks. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky with me. I liked him. The yada yada whoop de whoop. But if hubby was a ladies man and he was nice with it with the ladies, you think that'd be the same thing? She'd let him go to dinner.
That's a good point. That's a good
Absolutely
point.
not.
But
Absolutely
okay,
not.
well, and you got to think about it. I am the married person, so I'm gonna throw my experience out there. If I
Mhm.
feel like I don't have a problem with this person, then I'm gonna be okay with it. It's like, okay, when you on your way back, where y'all going? Oh, you going to Applebee's? Bring me, bring me my appetizer. I want the wings with. So it depends on that dynamic. If I feel like that chick is not a threat to me, you go have fun. But if I feel like she's a threat, then that's something completely different.
See, I think it's different for men because for men, if you got the cheeks on the first night, you like, oh hell no, this ain't going down. But if you knew it took work to get the buns, then you like, all right, go ahead to dinner with your male friend or whatever. You get what I'm saying, like that. Or I think that's how a lot of men like take it, so to speak. Like if they're okay, if they're okay to let it happen, it would have to be a situation like that where they knew they had to work for the buns. So I think it can rest easily more for that guy to be like, okay, I'll allow you to.
See that, and like you said, friend. If it's a friend, to me, that's different. If I know that's your friend, I
Hmm.
get that could be delusional, like, oh, they just friends. It could be stupid. That doesn't matter to me. But if y'all not friends and y'all just met while we were dating, nah, I'm sorry. For me, that's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
nah,
get you. Bro. Nah,
nah,
like that's not happening.
Because it's
What
like
for?
because it's like you're entertaining some kind of interest or something, right?
yo,
Okay, I
But on the
got you.
flip side
Yeah.
too, is you have to
Nah.
think about some of them work situations. I've worked like where I worked at, I was there for over 10 years. So a lot of the people that we were going to functions to, or I was dropping people home, these were people I knew for years. You
Nah, why
talking
you work
before I had
for
kids, before I got married. So, but I'm not saying those situations to me were not cheating. If I've never kissed you, I've never held your hand, I've never seen you naked, those are not cheating situations to me. I feel like if we go into the bowling alley, we go into Hooters to watch UFC, those are something completely different. I'm out in the public. So it's not that I'm chilling at somebody's house sipping on a drink where you have that potential to cheat. If I'm out in the public, that's something completely different. And if I see somebody that know you, guess what? I'm waving, going, "Hey, how you doing? Yo," because that's the type of person that I am. I was a social
But
butterfly. I was
but
out in them scenes. So if you see me with somebody and I know you know the dude that I'm dating or my husband, I'm gonna want you to go back and tell him because guess what? He didn't already knew it. Babe, I'm
but you
going
know
out
what?
after work and this is where I'm going and this is who I'm going with.
But you know what though? The way I see it though, if a person who has respect for their significant other, they wouldn't even entertain going on a date with a friend or something like that of a, of a opposite sex. And most likely it'll be, hey, um if we go on this date, me and my wife or me and my husband, we can go on this date. Well, you get what I'm saying? Like, if the person got 100% respect for you, they'll do it like that, where they try and incorporate it, like, hey, we'll do this. Now, I get it. There can be sometimes, like, yeah, it may not go that way or whatever. Like, no, I wouldn't say not go that way. If you have like no, if it's a person where you're like, damn, I had history and there might be a possibility or something like that, I think you would introduce it that way. But if it's a person who like you have zero whatever, then that's when you're like, yeah, I'll go out on a date. Hey wifey, or hey hubby, I'm going out with such and such. You get what I'm saying? But if it's a person where you had history but you really want to catch up, I think the person will try and incorporate bringing their significant other to the scene too, because it's like, damn, I do really want to catch up, but I'm not going by myself. You feel me? Something like that or whatever. But I don't know.
Well,
That's how I see it.
let me just say, with Linden High School, well, not Linden High School, Linden. When I moved the raw way, so it worked out for me. Where when Black Planet came out, I was on it. I loved it. To this day, I always say I love Black Planet. I was messing with a lot of people from Linden, and I had this epiphany yesterday where I was like, "Oh, that's what was happening." Duh, the women was giving fake names. Come to find out, a lot of them were involved with guys. They had boyfriends, baby fathers, and stuff where they're together, and they were cheating. And it was like, I never felt like, I didn't know these people since I didn't go to the high school. But I know you're with people. I know you go with him. I know you live with him. I know. And a lot of the women, I'm talking about a lot of the women from Linden, because that on Black Planet, you put which areas you want to mess with.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I'm saying in Linden, specifically, a lot of them I knew had boyfriends, baby fathers, and they were cheating. A lot of them. So I just want to let y'all know, women are filthy out there.
But I got a question though.
Wait,
Do you
Erica,
know if
y'all have an angelic, we have an angelic mind, like we think y'all are angels, so she wouldn't cheat. That's how we look at y'all. Like, y'all looking into everything to see, oh, he's cheating because he's a man. What else? We give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I think that's what make it easier for y'all. Because if we wanted to find out if y'all cheating, guys, we would find out.
That is true. That is true.
If we wanted to know, we would.
I will agree. Men will always give their woman their benefit of the doubt, because even if you're amongst, like, talking about around your boys, and your boys are talking about women or thoughts, this, that, and the third, you're gonna be like, not my woman, not my chick. We defend the hell out of y'all when we're talking amongst our boys. So I don't know if men get that same deference when they're talking around. Like, I know there's women that do defend there, but I don't think the average person, like average woman, give that man that deference. It's always, oh, I know he's doing something, or you get what I'm saying. But us, well, we got a good woman, yo. We defend her like it's nothing, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
yo,
guess my thing is though, and maybe it's me. Do a lot of these circumstances happen because maybe the woman doesn't know if she's in a committed relationship or not? Because think about it, dating can be a multitude of things when you're not married. So are we exclusive or not? Because my thing is, if you're dating somebody and y'all don't have that conversation, you're exclusive, I don't think it's always cheating. Because if you're not claiming me, but you're giving me all of the we're dating scenarios without saying we're exclusive, that might be the deciding factors in some of those relationships.
I agree with that. If y'all just dating, there's no title. Both parties are at liberty to do what they want.
Correct. So,
Point
and
blank,
that's the
period.
thing. It's like, if you are in
What it
those kind of
is.
circumstances, do I feel women handle those a little bit better? I think so. And the reason is they're going to make sure that whoever they're dating is not going to be in the same social circle. They're not going to be in the same, like you said on Black Planet, I could pick and go Lyndon, Roselle Park. I can do that because at least I know they're not potentially crossing paths. They might cross paths over other things, but if it's something that I could do to prevent them from crossing paths, it may happen.
Yo, y'all reckless though. Yo, one in particular would take me to the spot where her baby's father worked, and like, oh, that's my baby's father. So me being immature, there's times where I'd be like, "Yo, let's blah blah blah, baby father."
Out of line.
But you got to think about it though.
That's crazy.
In my earlier life, those are circumstances that people put you in because they don't know how you're going to react to it. One, two, they have to see, what will make you tick and won't. If I put you in some of them situations, I might be testing you. If I know that's where baby daddy work, I want to see how you going to react to that knowledge. And I'm not saying it's the best thing to do because it could be messy. You get some dudes
Yeah,
that go left field, but you get others who co-parent really well. And yo, I'm going to that restaurant that he work at because I feel safe going there. So if I don't really know you like that, I'm gonna bring you and I'm gonna tell you. So if anything pop off in the circumstance, somebody in here got my back. And if that
Mm.
person don't, I guarantee somebody in there know who I am to make
ain't
sure
that
it don't go left.
Mm. What was you saying, June?
they reckless. I think y'all reckless, but
Listen,
But
damn,
people become reckless based off of circumstance.
you're
So
right.
if you are dating blind because you're young, that's one thing. But if you've been dating for a while and you're getting the bottom of the barrel type of people, you may not know how to react in normal circumstances because you're so used to that bottom of the barrel person. And I
Mm.
get it. Being in a bad relationship may not all, it may not always be the relationship that you want, but only you could tell what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. And like
Mhm.
I said, the whole women cheating thing, yeah, it could be real because women will cheat if they have the opportunity to. I'm not saying it's easy to cheat,
Damn,
but women do get a lot more possibilities of cheating than guys do.
of course.
Because I could go out dressed to the nines and go to the supermarket and somebody might holler at me. I could go to advanced order and I'm like, dude, I'm married. Please back away from me. And he's still going, you sure you don't need a couple more dollars in your pocket? You sure you don't need me on speed dial? Oh, you the came to put a new battery in your car? You need me to put that in there for you? No, sir. Sorry, I know how to change my own battery. Thanks. My dad made sure I knew how to do this stuff.
Mm. But back,
But
mhm.
you have females where they're presented that opportunity, and if they really don't want to be faithful, they don't have to. But on the flip side is you get women who look blindly to them circumstances because you just don't realize what's going on. Because I put myself out there before. I didn't know somebody was trying to talk to me because I wasn't looking to talk to nobody else. I knew I was secure in my relationship, so I was oblivious to everything. Found out years later, yo, so and so was trying to talk. I said, I wasn't trying to talk to so and so. I didn't even know so and so was trying to talk to me. I just assumed, yo, person was being nice. You was in the same, you was in my dad's motorcycle club. I saw you at events. I didn't think he was checking for me because guess what? I was with my dad's motorcycle friends and his people. I ain't talking to nobody in that circle.
but
For
that's the
my
problem
father to
with y'all
find out
though.
about
Y'all
it,
stay. Yeah, that's the problem. Me cut you off. Please finish. I want to throw something in there.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Say what you had to say.
Nah, because I wanted to say, yeah. See, that's the problem with you ladies. Y'all be thinking, oh, I was just trying to be nice, or I thought he was nice. Listen, if it's the opposite sex, 9 times out of 9, we trying to holler. Stop the noise. I don't want to be your friend. I want to be your lover, girl.
But
You
if
did?
you're
So stop
clearly
playing.
telling these people I'm with
Stop playing.
somebody, you see the ring on my finger, and they still how like what am I
Do I
supposed
know
to
your
do?
man? That's what we'll ask. Do I know your man? Because if
Do
I
I
know
do
him,
it?
I don't care. If I know him, I respect him.
Word.
But
Do
my
I know
thing
your
is, it's
man?
but even if you don't know my man, if I'm telling
Is
you
you?
I'm with somebody and you at stuff that my parents go to and I'm at their events, why would you even be trying to talk to me and my mom and dad
No.
sitting on the other side of the room?
Because they
Like,
want the
Now,
what is wrong
buns.
with you?
now,
They
me
want the
personally,
buns.
if I
I'm
see a
not trying to
ring,
talk to you in
I'm
front of my
leaving them
parents.
alone. Me, if I see a
What
ring,
you
I
think
leave them
this is?
alone. I leave them alone.
This
But
ain't date my daughter in
check
front of
this
me.
out. But check this out. Check this out though. But this is where the rules of double standards come into play because she was saying, guys have their whole phase and women have their whole phases too. This is where the double standard come into play. It's okay for guys to have a whole phase, but it's not okay for women to have a whole phase. as much as you like. Why do you
It's
think
not.
women shame other women by calling them hoes and stuff like this? Because check this out. Uh a master key that can open up many locks is beneficial, a master key, right?
Hmm.
But if you have a bad lock that any key can open, it's a bad lock,
Yeah.
correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So there's the
I think
analogy of it right there. You feel me? So double standard or not, it is what it is. Like just like double standards work in women favor. I can't women can with the power of the P can get free food, can get dates where they don't got to put out a dime, all this stuff. We don't have access to stuff like that on a regular, but women do. So double standards is always going to be around. So unfortunately, women can have the whole phase, but it's not beneficial to them. Men can
Yeah,
have
you
the
know,
whole phase. And what was you gonna say?
listen, ladies, I get it. You want to do the whole face. I get it. You know, you want to be able to sleep as many dudes as we do with the women. I get it. But the P ain't really designed for that. You know what I'm saying? The P already is so complex and so delicate and fragile. A fragrance product can throw your pH off. Doing multiple men can throw your pH off. Any little thing can throw your pH off. Hell, you can get pregnant right now, and you can't get pregnant again for the next 9 months. I can smash 100 women at the same time and have 100 babies cooking in the oven simultaneously. So it really ain't designed for y'all to do that. You can do it if you wanna, but really and truly, you know, do you really want to sleep with that many dudes? Really? I mean, I don't think they do. But correct me if I'm wrong, though. Let me know something.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't think when females go into their whole phase, it's always about smashing the next dude. I think
Mhm.
it's more of I'm gonna see if I can go do what y'all could do. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, guess what? I'm done and it's over.
I
But
think it's
that's
friends too. I think friends
but
help aid that too.
and that's what I was gonna say too. Female friends, depending on where they are in their life, if everybody is in a single group and you the only one that's been with a dude forever, I'm guaranteeing they circumstance look a little bit prettier on the grass, a little greener on that side sometimes. And then you get over there and you be like, what type of foolery did I just get myself into?
Mm.
Exactly.
You all single people been y'all been doing what y'all want, but then I'm like, I don't think I like being out here.
Yeah,
Now I gotta go find somebody else. Now I gotta deal with the riffraff that y'all been dealing with.
Yeah.
like June
My
always
whole
say,
phase was
like
was
like
short real fast because I'm like,
like
I don't think I
June
like that.
always say, misery loves company. So when you see these
Right.
people who are advocating for this stuff, like they want you to be miserable just like them. But I want to address Simone's question. So
I
question,
was
can a
gonna say
woman
that. I
have
was gonna
male
ask the
friends?
question.
Because we be
Yeah.
wanting a male friend, but dudes always want to be outside pocket. Like, huh? Why? Me personally, I believe that women should have male friends because, like, of course, in a respectable manner or whatever. But I believe, like I said, because men give women the benefit of the doubt. I believe women can have respectable friendships with men because at the end of the day, like when it comes to getting advice, especially if you're having like going through like hard times in your relationship and stuff like that, you the two people that a woman should like look for advice to is a married woman or a male friend to give them a perspective on things. You get what I'm saying?
That they
Now,
trust.
with that being said, like having a male friend, it's like not chill with them all the time and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, every once in a while you could chill with them. You could speak on the phone with them every day, stuff like that. You can have that male friend. But I think if it comes to like certain boundaries being crossed and stuff like that, like as far as like you're spending more time with them then yeah, it'll become a problem, so to speak. So as long as he's just like respectful, I believe women should have a male friend because I understand, like I'm the one you speak to, your best friend, your confidant, whatever, but you need relations outside, like with other people. Like you need it, man, because like we're human. Like we interact. Like that's how humans do. You get what I'm saying? So I think so. What do you guys take on it?
I feel like females do, and the reason for that is sometimes you get a different point of view. If you start talking to too many females, and I'm not saying they're all going to think alike, but if you're getting the information from a female, they're not a male. So they may not know either what your partner is going through, what your baby daddy's going through, what your uncles and your dad, like they may not know that feeling because they're not a guy. But I am all for being transparent with those relationships with your partner. I feel like these people should not be people that you had a relationship with at any point of time. I also feel like this person you should not have liked, or vice versa. So neither one of y'all should have liked each other at any given time, because that will cloud the judgment of what they say to you sometimes. And it has to be somebody that's open and honest with you. Because if you got a male friend that's always going to yes you to death, it doesn't always work either, because I didn't choose a male friend to always agree with me. I chose a male friend to give me a different point of view, something that I might not have thought about, in that circumstance. If I'm asking you, hey, the sky is blue and gray, and you're telling me the sky is red, I need you to tell me why the sky is red. Oh, the sky is red because of gases and this and that and third. I'm okay if that answer is sciences, I don't know what. And it's something that I might not have thought about, but I can't have you clouding my judgment, because I may take what you say to heart, and then it might influence some of the other relationships that I have. And I
Fact.
don't ever want my husband, my boyfriend, my significant other, to feel it's a battle. My friendship to you is not a battle, because guess what? Our situation is always going to trump yours. I may only call you during normal people work hours, and maybe that's just me, because I feel like anything past 9 o'clock might be a problem. So you're gonna get that phone call maybe before 9 o'clock, unless something is really happening and I'm really got to be talked off the ledge. I might be going crazy, and I'm like, I got to get this talked out, because I'm a talker. So if I am that kind of person, and I'd have called my significant other and he at work and I can't talk to him, then guess what? I'm gonna have to go down the rabbit hole. Okay, mommy ain't answer. Oh, girl bestie ain't answer. You know what? Guess what? Boy bestie, you the last straw. I'm gonna have to talk. You have to talk me off this ledge. So sometimes you do need those relationships, because you don't know where in life you may need them again. Shoot, I might have a boy bestie and he didn't found out about a job that I might need 40 years from now. I'm in the job field again. I might need that. So I need that connections too.
Who
Well,
want to go?
I agree with what Erica was saying, but I'll say this: it's hard to find a male friend, just from my perspective, because it almost seemed like it's hard to know if we're trying to get with y'all or not. It's hard. It's hard. I have a female friend where I only look at her as a sister. The first time I literally looked at her like a sister, and I know it sounds cliche, but that's literally what I looked at her as. Where even if her and her boyfriend was having problems, I wasn't thinking, let me slide in. It was like, damn, they having problems. She loves him so much. So it's like, I want to, like, dang, I gotta give her good words for him. Like, yo, y'all need to be back together. So it can happen, but that's so slim where, think about it. I have a female friend that looks good, right? And she tells you, like, yo, I just need to have sex right now. Like, I need it right now. Or do we really believe a high number of guys will say, nah, I got to respect the friendship. I'm not going to have sex with you? Do we really believe that? Keep it real, Walls.
No, here's the thing. Because for me, I'm cut from a different cloth.
Okay.
Because I have female friends who they'll be like, "Damn, man, yo, I ain't getting like not." They don't say I ain't getting in a while, but they'll have an attitude. Like everything I say to them, they'll have an attitude, and I'll be like, "Yo, you need to go get some D. You better go find somebody and smack." You get what I'm saying? So me, I'm cut from a different cloth like that. I don't know if other people are, so it might be difficult for them to find a dude like that. But I can speak for me. People that know me, they know they can confide in me, and I'm not a person who's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, let me slide in." Like when you're vulnerable,
No, no, no,
I don't roll
not,
that way.
not
No,
even.
not being vulnerable, but what I'm saying is like if you have a male friend and you just want to test them and be like, "Yo, I'm horny, I want to smash," just to see what they would say, so to speak.
Okay.
I'm the type I'll be like, well, you better go find a gigolo or go hit the club, do whatever to find something.
See,
You know
I,
what I'm saying?
I
So
feel like that. 100. Where I feel like, first off, if we're friends, there's too many women out there. First off, there's too many to feel like I'm gonna ruin this friendship. But do you believe most guys like?
I don't believe most guys will be like that, but there are guys that are like that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But
Facts.
I believe it's harder for a woman to find a male friend like that. But I believe women do have male friends like that, like that they knew for a long time, but they just fell out of touch with them. But I do believe women have male friends that they're tight with, whatever. But through life circumstances, they just fell out of touch with them.
And women,
You know?
be friends. If you got to pass gas in front of them like you would in front of your friend. Be a
Yeah.
real
Well, and
friend.
that's what I was gonna say too. It's like when females have male friends, if
No.
you're friends, you're comfortable regardless. I don't have to dress to the nines. I could walk around with a t-shirt and sweatpants and be great. If I got to dress to the nines to go out with my friend, that is a problem. Because if I don't do that with my significant other, then guess what? It ain't me going out with my friend. It's probably me going out on a date at that point.
Exactly.
I'm like, now, granted, if I go with my female friends, it might be a little different. I might be in competition every once in a while with them. I might have to curl the hair up. I might have to put that good bra on for them.
Look,
Because
man.
you do that for your female
Look.
friends sometimes.
Look, I understand you say, go out with sweatpants, but you might catch dudes who be like, look, you better wear that them jeans that are super hard to take off, because sweatpants, they might be like, that's easy access. You just drop down. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm gonna have to laugh at Simone's comment right now though. So she just put my husband old school Haitian. He'd be like, friend who? Friend where?
Yeah, I already know.
Look,
I can hear him saying
I'm
it too.
married
He's
to a
like,
Haitian.
he's like,
I understand
friend?
what you're talking about,
Good
Simone.
friend.
I understand what you're talking about right now.
Kizami-sa.
We
You know how they suck their teeth, Zami?
Simone, I don't know if you Haitian, but if you Haitian, it's like,
Nah,
Kisa, Zami, Sak Zami. No, Page Zami, say moi ki friend who. I'm your friend. Like, that's what they say when they're Haitian.
Simone
Like, I can
is
hear
a
him say.
bona fide Jamaican who finally accepted that Haitians
Oh, shout
are
out to
great.
you, miss.
Haitians
Shout out,
are
thank you for
great folk.
accepting. Thank
We
you
used
for
to go back
accepting.
and
Shout out
forth
to you.
all the time about how Haitians did a lot for Jamaicans, and Jamaicans did a lot for Haitians too. Like if you check the history and everything like that.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
she was in denial, but eventually she saw the light.
Shout out to you, Simone. Basically,
Like
Shout
I
out
said,
to
Simone, I
Simone.
see you. I see you. Friend who?
Okay,
Nah.
We got friends
I
together.
heard
now.
your
Nah,
your
Simone
husband
cool.
say it.
Simone
I heard-
cool as hell though. We go way back. She cool as hell.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
To answer Simone's question, one thing I've learned, and men, you guys should know this too. You can't control a woman, so like,
Mhm.
don't bother try to. They're going to whatever they want to do. Now, if I'm gonna keep it real with you, I hate saying that. Drew and I have this discussion, but so my fault. I'm trying to stop saying that because I always keep it real. You can have female or male friends. Hell, especially when it comes to like you dating. I would prefer that same. I forget which one of you guys said it. That you go to two people, one of your female or one of your married female friends, or a male. Whether it's if your father's not around, older brother, cousin, uncle, or a male friend that you can trust to
That was
vet
me. That
to
was me
vet
that said
that
it.
man. You know what I'm saying? To
Mhm.
vet, to see, like, because there's gonna be certain things we gonna see women not gonna be able to see, and we're
Yes.
gonna look like, yo, nah, that's not the one for you.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll know off rip. That's why back in the day, your father vetted. You had to bring homie home. He had to see like what was good with him, and then he'd
Mhm.
let you know what's good. Same thing. Go to your male friends or any male male family member that you got. Trust me, they're gonna let you know immediately off rip. and they're gonna keep it 100 with you too.
And you know what? To piggyback off that, Rex, too, like we're
Mhm.
not gonna give quick judgment. We're gonna ask the right questions, and
Exactly.
depending on what you say, that's when we're gonna be like, because we'll try and look and maneuver like, okay, he's acting this way, maybe because of this. And then when you give more
Exactly.
details, okay, maybe because of this. And then when you give more details again, oh nah, leave him alone. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
not
Because
just
we
a quick,
dig deep.
it's not just a quick dismiss. Nah, we dig deep and ask the right questions. But go on.
Yeah, we go deep. Exactly. And it's like, so there's there's that aspect. But again, not saying with all my female friends. I have a few, but especially if that female friend looks like something, like she cute or real pretty looking, I'm talking from a guy's perspective. Usually he's trying to get with you, and you either friend zoned him and he's just patiently waiting for his opportunity. I'm talking from a male's perspective. I'm just keeping it real. Listen, you are the opposite sex. The man has probably seen you. Again, you're probably real close with him. He's seen you in your short shorts. You just walking around, that thing just wiggling all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You expect him not to get a stiffy? Like, really? Like, you there, with halter top, no bra underneath, just like, whew, Lord have mercy, I'm sweating. No, like he's gonna be like, wowzers. Trust me, it's in the back of his mind. He's not gonna show it. Some will, lightly, jokingly, flirt or whatever, and you'd be like, what happened? Whatever. But he's dead ass serious. If you were to engage it, I'm telling you, he'd jump on that toot sweet. That's French for immediately.
Every
But see,
joke,
but those are
every
friends I
joke
feel
has
like
some truth
that
in
got
it.
to get kicked off though. Like
Yep.
I really feel like it
What'd you
because
say,
my
Anisha?
thing is if I'm with somebody for the long haul or I done got married, I'm the type of person I might have to dead some of them situations. So if I felt like you was a good male friend and you got out of pocket and you decided that you wanted to be more than friends, I'm sorry. My personality, I'm cutting you off.
Of course.
Like
Use your
But
discretion.
categorically,
Use your
no phone
discretion.
call back.
Yeah,
I'm not
of course.
texting. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's my
I'm
personality. It's like if I feel like you're gonna jeopardize my relationship, you gotta go.
hit the
And you
like
got
button.
one time to say
But
that you like me and I don't feel like I like you in the process, you gotta
But
go.
you know what I think happens though in a lot of situations is a lot of times people, male or female, they feel like they can control the situation. You get what I'm saying? They feel like no, but I'm just saying like because you get some people they actually can control the situation, and you get some people who can't. But I think that's what happens is the person feel like they. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or anything. I'm just saying that's what usually happens. The person feel like they can control the situation, so they'll but yeah, your analysis of Erica of just saying, I'm cutting that person off, that is the best course of action. But 9 times out of 10, people feel like I can control it, keep it at bay, so to speak.
But you gotta think about it too. If I'm going to you as my friend and I feel like when you start talking, it's one sided, or I feel like you're trying to badmouth the circumstance that I'm in, I got to look at you sideways
Oh,
because
yeah.
I want you to be open and honest with me. So if you feel like this dude is really bad for me, that's one thing. But if I feel like every dude I try to bring around is bad, then there is a motive at that point.
Well,
See,
you may be choosing incorrectly though. Just to
Well, and
that
that's what I was
too.
gonna say too. But you got to know how you're choosing, and that's the other thing. So that's why I said it's not that I'm only going to trust that male friend. So if everybody's telling me the same thing, that's something completely different. But if that one male person is telling me something and it's starting to go sideways, then yeah, I'm gonna have to start looking at you because if
but
you got everybody else around me, my father then looked at the situation and be like, "Yo, I think this might be potential."
but
You got your uncles looking, this might be potential, and then your male friend looking at you like, I don't see the potential. It's like, okay, you need to explain to me why don't you see the potential? Because I'm not just the type of person that's just going to take what you say for it. I am a planner. I'm an analysis person. So I want everything that you got out of that person. I need the whole spreadsheet. And I'm sorry, that's
okay.
my
Let,
personality.
let, let me ask this question, right? So say like because I saw this on Family Guy, so and when I thought about it, I was like, yo, that actually could actually happen, right? So say if you have a guy, like it was Lewis, right? Lewis took Quagmire out like on like a date, not a date, but like she was going out to a high school reunion or something like that, right? And she took Quagmire with them to because Quagmire could act like he was all upscale and high quality, high value, blah blah blah. So she wanted to impress her friends, so to speak. So when she took him out, after like they left from being in the presence of their like all Lewis friends, they're going to their hotel room and she's like, so what are you gonna do for the night, whatever? Because she was expecting him to try and hit on her so she could shut him down. And he was like, all right, deuces, I got two chicks that's lined up that I'm gonna go smash and bang, and like dipped off, whatever. And she started feeling some type of way, like, wait a minute. He always like flirt and stuff. Why ain't he flirting with me? Like, is something wrong with me? You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
what if you have a friend who he just flirts and stuff like this? Like he's flirtatious or whatever. And then there's a situation where like the person like you thought it was a situation where the person should have flirted with you and they didn't, like it's not a like you wouldn't be mad or feel
But
some
men,
type of way like damn
See,
man,
but
you get what I'm saying?
men always, men always
Because a
flirt
lot yeah, because a
with
lot of
men.
people because like a lot of people do like the feeling of like I've still got it. Yeah, that person liked me. Like they thought I was attractive. You get like a little ego boost. You get
Yeah.
what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
okay, my personality, I'm not for it. If I friend zoned you and you tried to flirt with me, I don't care what the circumstance is, you have to go. And the reason for that is I don't care if you're flirtatious to everybody else. If you're my friend, you know your role. The
All right.
minute you crossed that boundary, that meant you were trying to pursue something else. I don't care if it was, and if it was supposed to be a joke or whatever. I don't joke like that. So
All
because
right.
I don't joke like that, I don't play like that. The minute you said, "Yo, I'm looking at your butt," you gotta go.
All
Because like
right.
I said, I'm not the kind of person that do stuff in front of my friends. You're not seeing me naked. You're not seeing me get dressed. If I'm getting dressed, I'm going into the room, closing the door. You better go sit in that living room until I get back. The
Well,
minute
I
you
just
cross
want to
that
let you
living
know
room,
though. Go ahead, Eric. I was
No,
because
just
the
go ahead.
gonna.
minute
Go
you
ahead.
cross that room, the minute you cross that living room, came into my room, walked in the bathroom on me, that is a problem. You
Oh,
tried to get out of friend zone. The minute you tried to get out of friend zone, I got to dead that situation. And
Go
I
ahead,
don't care
Rex.
But
if I'm not dating anybody. If I friend zoned you, I friend zoned you for a reason. Maybe I wasn't attracted to you. Maybe in my mind, I you were not the person that I ever could see dating.
See, I'm sorry, I
that,
can't agree with that.
that
If you're single
well,
and the person's in the friend zone, like that could change. That could change.
See, mm-mm.
Okay.
but see,
And
I
that's
want
what
to
I'm saying. It
piggyback
depends
off
on the
what Eric
person.
is saying.
I don't date my male
Okay.
friends.
Go
It's a
ahead,
problem.
Rex.
Because I just want to let you know, we're all in the panel relatively all the same age. So
Yeah.
I just want to let you know the younger generation now. I just want to let you know and I'm hearing this from my younger cousins, the young dudes that I know. Again, they friends, nothing like that has happened, sexual nothing. But I'm letting you know these women now are walking around them almost naked and expecting nothing to happen. I know you
Mhm.
not about it. I'm just letting you know this new generation, they doing that.
Well,
I'm
and
just
that's
letting
what I
you
was
know
gonna
that.
say. It depends on how you were raised. I was not raised to walk around somebody who was not my boyfriend exclusively, my
Mhm,
significant other, my husband. Like I did not grow up like that. Even when I played sports, I was the
mhm,
person that wrapped up in the towel and the robe
No,
and got cut.
no, we get
So
that. We
like
get that.
my upbringing was different than the new generation.
No, we
If they
get
are
that.
walking around like that, that's something completely different. I just feel like for
mhm,
me and my set of friends, because I can only talk about my experiences. No,
mhm,
hands
mhm.
down.
No,
Mm-mm.
we get that, but like the thing that Rex said stands out because yeah, you do get some people who they're like, oh, they're just my friends, so I should be able to walk around you half dressed or naked or whatever because it's nothing sexual or blah blah blah. So you do get some people who feel like, oh, that's just whatever, that's just my friend. You don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
look at you like that. It's just like how like I wouldn't say like I mean, it's slightly different, but it's just like how women walk around gay dudes, you know, like naked or whatever, this, that, and the third, because they're like, yo, that's my friend. So you will get some women who are like, yo, that's my friend, so I'll walk around them however they want or whatever. I'll tell you this: if a dude walks
crazy.
around you naked, they're trying to entice you so that they can get some buns.
Oh,
Like there's
Yes.
no ifs, ands about it. That's what his
Yes.
motive is.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So I know we're going past our time frame we was gonna do. So let's get into this last video. I know, Rex, this is gonna probably make you be like, what the hell? I'm just gonna show you
All
the
right.
caption of I'm just gonna show you the caption of this video, then I'm gonna actually play the song. And it's a one part of the song that actually stands out to me. So you
All
see
right.
that caption, right?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Ratchet Summer Anthem?
Anthem is here. What is? Let me hear
Now,
this anthem.
the anthem is this is on
There's
Hit
plenty,
Kid.
but let me hear
Check
this.
this out. This is on Hit Kid WIDM's YouTube channel. So if you want to hear it, I'm just gonna play the beginning of it. So if you want to hear it, you know, definitely go to their channel. All right,
Wait,
I'm gonna fast forward
is
it to
that a
listen.
pregnant woman?
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward it to one part of the lyric, and these are the things that make people do what they do. Check this out. Stopping at the red lights, twerking on the
Whew.
headlights. Yeah,
It's okay.
that's what
It's
they're
okay, bro.
promoting.
It's
And check this out. That song has 1.6 million views, not one dislike, and 60 thumbs up.
that's okay.
Whew.
I'll say this real. I'll say this real quick.
60,000.
I'll say this real quick.
So yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. I know it's gonna be a hot girl summer. That's cool. For the women that are of that caliber right there in the video, don't get mad when you get knocked up. My man does not stay around because he views you as a 304.
That's it.
And you just keep repeating the cycle, being a single mom out here, talk about men ain't ish, where the good men at? The good men were in your friend zone. You attract what you are. So you're going to attract a lot of hood, Chad Tyrone ninjas that's going to be all up in them buns. What did O'Shea Duke Jackson say? Booty clap sounds
yeah.
all day. No problem. No problem. But don't get mad when he treats you like ish, gets you knocked up, and leaves your ass 9 months later when the baby around, talk about, you ain't sticking around. Nah, like, yo, you knew what it was. Don't get mad. That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad and don't get burned out here too. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I got to say. You attract what you are. That's cool.
Look,
Have that hot girl something, baby.
Look, my
Have
favorite
that
part,
hot girl.
my favorite part of that video was the pregnant chick that was dancing. Like
That's what I thought
like,
that was.
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
Mm.
is that a pregnant belly right there? I'm like,
but
no.
you know what? But you know what?
That's-
If you look at it, they're trying to point to every dynamic of a black woman and what she should be doing.
No.
Pregnant,
No.
skinny, thick, overweight, whatever. Like this is what you should be doing and embracing being single and dudes ain't crap.
I'm sorry. I got a problem. That ain't interesting me. I'm sorry. First of all, it looked wretched as I don't know what.
That was the point. That was the point.
But this is what you promoting. This is a problem.
I know.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not single. I know I'm a mom. I'm looking at this going, this is what you're going to be trying to promote to my child in the next few years? I going to need you to go sit and have several seats down. Because that is not okay.
Little children are seeing this and think it's cool. That's the problem. Like,
but it's not cool. This is so not cool. But you want dudes to respect you. That is not gonna get any type of respect at all.
Never.
60,000 likes out of 1.6 million views,
and I
not one
guarantee
dislike.
60,000 likes. And I'm not saying this to be mean. They got them likes because they broken individuals. The people that's liking this stuff and flying with this stuff, need to have several seats down. That is not okay. You're not getting a respectable relationship. You're not doing no. This hot girl, I'm being single. Guess what? In 10, 15 years, they're gonna be mad. Because them singles
Oh
that's
yeah.
out there now is gonna be the same ones that's gonna be out there in the next 10 to 15 years. And be past their prime and be crying they can't find a dude.
It's okay.
Because you
We're
want to
not
have
gonna
hot
go
girl
down.
summer and
Thi-
dress
So
ratchet and be twerking on cars.
this is all I gotta say. In June, the floor is yours. Just the other day at work, me and the fellas was talking, and we were like, when you see these women acting like this or dressing like this or whatever the case may be, your automatic thought is, why should I respect you? And all I want is buns. But when you see the woman that's dressed respectively and the way she carry herself, your automatic thought is, I gotta handle this one differently.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
all I gotta
absolutely.
say on it. That's all I gotta say. The floor is yours, June.
What well, what you just said is 100% true. Because I will look at him like that. I got to come a different way. I can't just come with something disrespectful. It won't work. With them, I would never. I just want them to know we would never wife someone like that. If you're doing
Yep.
all of that, we know. We know. Okay, that's a quick lick. We just know we can get it easily, and we will not give you our time. So if you think that's going to get you attention, like the attention you want, it will not, because we just see you as a sex object. You're no better than a doll that seems real. Like that's all you are to us. We just think, okay, let's try to get that cooch. That's it. So women, if you're watching this, like young women, do not do that. I'm telling you, we will
Yeah.
not respect you. For the
And
moment,
trust-
we'll like you, but we won't respect you.
Yeah. Yeah.
and just know, like, just think, just because, yeah, we'll smash you, but don't think we smashing you long term, baby girl. It's gonna be once. If it's real good, maybe twice, and back to the streets you go. Believe that. I'm going to treat you as such because that's what you're showing to me. That's all you worth. That's what you're showing to me and the rest of the world. And I just want people to know, black men, black women, we need to shut this ish down.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
twerking business. Do you see the video? There is
Yeah.
a pregnant woman in the video twerking. Why in your
Mhm.
ass at home? What are you doing?
Ta-
Yeah.
You should be home taking prenatal vitamins, and
Right?
Resting.
the only
Resting.
drop it like it hot you should be doing is when you delivering that baby.
That's it.
Facts. And it's gonna be dumb hot. Believe that.
That's sad.
I don't understand. This is what's cool though. This is
Yeah.
what's cool. And then y'all wonder why the men are not protecting y'all. You wonder why they just treating you like 304s. You're wondering why they just quick to leave when they get you knocked up. Look what you're doing. And
They
you
think
want us to respect you.
They think their body like they're gonna get respect because of their body. I think that's what they think.
But that's
there
not
are
the
more
case
of
though. And I
you.
feel like these are things that people, black women in general, are not telling the generation below us.
Mentorship, yes.
You have to tell these girls what it really is.
Yes.
These gonna be the same
100%.
chicks you be like, yo, they streetwalkers. You think your streetwalking was a deaded situation? These the next streetwalkers, the next strippers. Because if you doing that on a video, what do you think your next outlet is gonna be?
Yeah.
And
Realistically.
listen, just
And I'm
know,
not saying that they're not educated, but to be honest, when I see that, I don't see educated black women.
And you're not even thinking to even know if they're educated or not.
And
But
I'm
go
not
ahead,
even
Lex.
checking for
Yeah.
it because in
Go
my
ahead.
mind, you ratchet. That's what you done seen growing up. That's what you feel like, oh, this is where I'm gonna get the bag and all. And to be honest, it's gonna be a situation that's gonna be dead real fast. You saw alcohol pouring in one of their mouths. Okay, you go ahead out there and be intoxicated if you want to. You in them streets.
Rex.
You in them streets, you was working on a car and you drunk. You don't think you about to fall.
Rex.
Now you about to be rug burned with your pom pom shorts on.
Rex. Then I tell you this was gonna trigger you.
bro. Yeah, you was right because, bro, it's because I see it too much, bro. I see it everywhere. I actually see it on the street I actually see it in grocery stores. I see it in the mall firsthand. I'm seeing it in videos. All our young babies, that's they know how to work technology better than me. They on cell phones at like single digits.
Yo,
That's all they seeing. TikTok
I
videos
I
and
saw
YouTube.
I saw a
What's
video,
happening?
Rex. I saw a video. I wish I could remember, but next time we do a live covering something like this, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna save it when I run into it. It was a little
Mhm,
baby that had to be like 2, 3 years old, right? Of
mhm.
course, a parent was recording it. The little baby was in a driveway. The little baby took a phone and like placed it on like the
I
trunk
see that. I
bumper.
seen that.
I
You
saw
saw
Like
it?
that.
put it on the
Eh,
bumper
yeah,
and started
and he
like,
kept he
yup,
kept doing it. He kept doing
I
it,
seen it.
and I'm like, "What is he doing?"
Man, what
Then
though?
all of a
I seen
sudden,
that.
once it stayed there, you saw him like
It's
trying to
Doing
I'll
do
the
it,
send
and
it
little
to
I
you.
was
dance.
like, "Wow, that lets you know what they
It
see
it's
their parents do or what they see, they try to imitate it."
But wait, real
bro.
quick, it's not really what they see. It's not just what they see their parents. Sometimes their parents are watching things with them right next to them,
That,
thinking, "Oh, you're just a
yes,
little baby. You
exactly,
don't know what you're watching." They
But
do.
the
exactly.
but the problem was this parent or whoever was recording it had the
Oh, they're
wherewithal
filming it.
to actually yeah, they was recording the baby doing this. They had the wherewithal to record it and not stop it. They thought it was cute.
Cute. I hate that.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's the
it's
problem.
it,
That's the
I see
problem.
it all the time, you know, to these women because I know eventually they want to be wifed up. They want to be mothers. They want to be wives. I just want to let y'all know something because all of a sudden every woman wants a high value man now. You know what I'm saying? Just like, listen, high value men, they don't even see y'all. They don't know you exist. They won't even smash y'all. Like, want no association to do with you whatsoever. You are tarnishing their name, their image, their reputation. They want nothing to do with that. You are bad business.
Yes,
Period.
sir.
Period.
And then
They want
even if
nothing
they
to
do
do with
find them, guess what? If I search the internet and I see you half naked on the internet, now my
yup.
colleagues is clowning me. Now I'm
Exactly.
losing contracts because my thing is if I'm a high value person, that means people are making business deals with me because of my
Yup.
reputation. Now I put you
Exactly.
on, and guess what? Now I'm about to lose money because now I got to clean up your image.
Yep.
Now I gotta, oh, she was young and dumb at this.
Yes.
You ain't gonna always get a pass being young and dumb. People
Nope.
don't realize that. You talking, you had
100%.
college people, teens getting accepted into college and got their college admissions rescinded because of stupid videos like this.
Do you
Because
know
of stupid tweets that they didn't put out there when they
do you
was 12 years old.
do you guys know now, like even on Indeed and stuff, like because I was putting out like, seeing like just seeing what's out there. Some jobs nowadays, when you applying whatever, like through Indeed and stuff like that, they ask you your hey, what's your Facebook? What's your IG? They have it
There's
as
a reason.
optional. It's optional.
Hmm.
They do
Imagine
because
event
they go down the
can I
rabbit
can I
hole and
can I
look.
finish?
Sorry,
Can I
sorry, go
finish?
ahead. I'm sorry.
At what point will it go from optional to mandatory?
Sooner than later.
Very soon. I'm gonna say in 10 years.
I got
Yeah.
you one better. I work in operations. I don't care if you don't put it up there. You want to know the first thing that we do when we hire somebody? We Google their
Already.
name and see what
Yeah.
pop up.
So
Yep.
they go on everything
So if
too. I
I
just want to let
so
y'all
if I
know
d-
that.
you talking if I do that in operations now, what do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years?
Hmm.
5 years.
So it's not
And
even an
it, and it,
optional, but I want to see what your character is. I'm gonna look and see through your posts. Are you somebody that's showing drugs and alcohol? Alcohol is one thing. Alcohol I might forgive depending on, what the caption is. It might be somebody's birthday party, but if I see that every weekend, that's a problem to me.
Red flag,
Especially if I'm
man.
hiring you to be, to go into customers' homes. I don't need you going there drunk.
Facts.
and then just know,
So I'm gonna be
these
looking to
these
see what I'm scrolling through. I'm not saying your post itself. I don't care if you're left wing, right wing, whatever. But I'm looking at your pictures
Mhm.
because I'm trying to
Facts.
see
yeah
what you're trying to
the
partake in. Go
these
ahead and
high
let me
value
see a
men,
picture with you in the hood with guns and money laying around. I don't think I'm hiring you. Sorry, not sorry.
it's
Facts.
it's it's it, it just know again, if if you happen to get a high value man, which I know you ain't gonna be able to keep him, but if you manage to score, and I know he's not gonna be crazy enough to do it, do not think you come into any of his conference like galas, any events, because number one, not only he has to show you're on his colleagues, then you have to be around these men's wives.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they will eat you alive? The wives alone, forget the men, the wives alone will eat you alive. You crazy? You can't even hold a conversation with them. They judging you off rip.
But you have to think
off
about it.
rip.
You got to think about it. The people that they bring into those circles, they're always around each other. These are the people that you're going to the galas with. These are the people that are going to be at these charity events. If I tell you from rip, I don't like the chick that you brought around, you don't
Yep.
think the other high value men in the area not going to tell you something? So one or two
And
things. You
you
either
will
not
not
gonna be
be invited
around or
again.
you a smash and
You,
dash. He about to smash you
yep.
too, and he leaving you too. So he gonna
Yep.
get what he want out of you. Oh, I need you at such and such location. I done already paid for your ticket. You go sit in that room until I get back. But I guarantee you not being somebody's wife doing what you doing.
Nope.
It's a fun
Definitely
time. And it don't matter if
not.
it's a
Even us
broke person
regular
making
dudes,
fun
we ain't
time
dealing with y'all.
or it's a regular dude or high value. That is a fun time. That is not who you wifing up and you might slip up and have kids with him, but that ain't the one you wifing up.
Oh no! If he'd had kids, he would do everything in his power to make sure that like she get an
Oh, the kid
abortion or
taken
something
care
like
of,
that.
but she might not. And you
Nah,
think about it.
I think he would go abortion route probably.
Well,
I
if
think that's what
you
he
got
would do.
some
He
that
would
don't
offer
believe in
her.
it. So if he
Yeah, but
don't
I
believe
think
in it, guess what? He'll hire
yeah,
all of the nannies and everything,
yeah,
and that
but
chick gonna be on the
there's no
outside looking in.
a chick like that. He'll probably like offer her a good amount of money
But
to.
those are the ones that end up
Yeah.
with the kids, unfortunately. And I'm not saying this to be funny. The ones you think that's not going to be the ones popped up are the ones that be popped up being baby mamas.
Because they popping holes in condoms. That's what it is.
Exactly. They doing setups. They doing all types of stuff once they got that little bit of inch.
Mm,
And then guess
Then
what?
bring your own
A lot
condoms.
of times they be mad because those the
exactly.
dudes, especially if they got some money, they done took the chick to court and then got full custody. And the chick on the outside looking in. And he the one who gonna be supporting them and sending them to the schools and making sure they got the insurance and everything else that he would have did for a kid if he decided to even be around. Because you got some of them times they deal with them high value men. Guess what? They signing NDAs. So you could have smashed them and you just signed that NDA, then guess what? It don't even matter.
Well, we're at the 2 hour mark. That's gonna do it for this live because we was only gonna be supposed to be on for an hour, but the conversation was just that good. So
It was.
we prolonged it. So unfortunately, this is where we say bye bye. But everybody, thanks for rocking with us. Simone, definitely thanks for the questions and the interaction in the comment section. Everybody else that participated, and those who are watching, even if you was watching in silent, we appreciate you support. You sitting here with us on a Monday. Having this conversation and everything like that. And I hope you learned something for it or, made a mental note, whatever the case may be. But with that being said, man, that last video, women, little girls, do not inspire to be like these women because it's only going to end, it's not going to end well. So that's what we got to say about that. That's gonna do it for this live collaboration. Definitely catch Hold Up Hear Me Out though every Wednesday, and catch our collaborations with Matter of Opinion and Hold Up Hear Me Out though every Friday. Wednesday at 8:15 for Hold Up Hear Me Out though, and the collaboration every Friday at 8:15. Do y'all want to, sign off to the crowd before we get up out of here?
Wait, bro. Yeah, I'll say one thing. For the first thing we talked about, listen, guys, for the ones that was ripping Kevin Samuels and this and that, just take pictures, screenshots, and this way, 10 years from now, you can blast them. Because I don't normally agree with that, but I just say screenshot it just so they could be held accountable for the things they were saying about the dead. Just
Yeah.
screenshot it, please.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
You,
For
Rex, you got anything before
No,
we
that's
sign
it.
off?
No, that's
All
it.
right.
Just please, just do better, y'all. Just we need to do better.
Facts.
Shaming the dead, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Cause think of it this way. You know, we always say that you would want someone to shame your father like that. Would you want someone to shame your brother like that, your son like that, your cousin like that, your uncle? And you know they're a good man, they had good intentions, and bashing them because they had an opinion? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You,
So-
Erica P.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I feel like, look, if you can't say nothing nice right now, don't say nothing at all. Let that family grieve in peace.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree.
Agreed.
Well, that's gonna do it for this live stream. Thanks for coming out. God bless y'all. Good night. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.